It's mentioned if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
All right, hello everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. I hope my voice came in good and clear. Please invite your friends. And today we are going to show you another silly moment of the Muhammadan and how they defend their religion. A Christian brother, obviously he's from Africa, he attended Zakir Naik showtime. You know, they put somebody in the stage, and you cannot debate. Actually, Zakir Naik, this time he mentioned, is that a debate? Are we debating now? They cannot debate you. They cannot, they don't even dare to debate. And you will notice here that the one who is giving the stage, he is giving a very foolish answers for a very legitimate question, even though this African brother, he don't speak Arabic, and Zakir Naik don't speak Arabic anyway, yet he claimed to be a sheikh. He's the same as Sheikh Uthman. He claimed to have a master degree in hadith, but yet he cannot read one of them. So let us hear what happened in this conversation, and let us see how smart the author of the Quran and the one who believe in the Quran. And just to let you know, I will open my Skype in less than 3 minutes from now. So if you are a Muslim, you can call us and you can engage with us in the refutation if you have any. Let us hear Zakir Naik.
Answer I gave. Now, are you convinced that the first two verses doesn't say that Allah can have a son? Do you agree or not?
He said if he wants to have a son.
If doesn't mean, if I say, if you are right, I will give you $1 million, does it mean you are right?
That means it's not
If
you
I
to
say
decide, it's
if
not me
you
to
are-
decide, it's Allah to decide. If
Brother,
Allah
wait,
wants,
listen, wait.
not me,
Wait,
not
wait,
you,
wait.
not anybody.
Don't talk when I'm talking. Don't talk when I'm talking. Do you understand English?
Zakir Naik get angry.
Do you understand English?
No, I don't.
Okay. Why
Do-
not?
do you?
I'm speaking English.
I think you can't understand English.
I understand.
Then why are you breaking the rules? In question and answer session, you cannot interrupt.
And look at the music in the background.
Do you know that?
Because I'm
You
not
cannot.
finished
You
the
know,
list of the question.
again you're talking.
I don't you talk about, huh?
Is this a debate or is it a question and answer session?
Grumpy.
So once you ask a question, you have to keep quiet.
Thank you.
You Christian missionaries, you're a Christian missionary.
I mean what?
Are you a Christian missionary? Can you ask your question?
Are you a Christian missionary?
My name is Benson Sunday. My name is Benson Sunday. Okay. My name is Benson Sunday, and I'm a software engineer. So my question, the first question will come out from your lecture, and I want us to just clarify that before we go into...
Brother, can you speak a bit slowly because there's echo? So can I have your name? Mention your name, but speak a bit slowly because there's a problem in the system. Too much echo is there. Yes, brother.
Okay. So I said my first question is from your lecture, which I want us to clarify that before maybe we move into other questions. Okay, so my question goes by like this. You were saying there in your lecture that God doesn't have a son, and it is the most derogatory thing for him to have a son. You actually make some other examples like...
I can't hear you, brother.
Okay, you said...
The monitor speakers are very bad. The monitor speakers are very bad. I can hear the echo, but I cannot hear from the monitor speakers. The monitor speakers are atrocious. It's not working, I think. Only for show. Only for show. Okay, brother, can you come in the front?
And look at the picture behind them. Look, Zakir Naik, he is promoting his son for the business, to take over the business. I mean, his son is not even 20 years old. And his son now, he claimed to be a sheikh. And he grow in a beard, he put fertilizer. And look at this picture. I want to take you and your son for a snack if you dare. Coward.
And just ask, can you come in the front here? More in the front. Okay, yes. Okay, ask. Sorry.
Great, sir. So, you said in your lecture that God does not have a son, and it's a big derogatory to him to ascribe a son to him. And you even said how people should react if something derogatory is said to probably our parents. But I want to go into, first of all, the clarity about God having a son or not. And I discovered from checking the Quran.
Can you hear him, guys?
Quran, maybe we'll pick it one after the other to see.
Can you hear the video correctly? Can you hear the sound good? Is his voice coming good? Let us play and see.
Some of the things that Quran says, and be able to say, like Quran chapter 39 verse 4.
Hello? Okay, let us see if we can.
Anybody can also read it.
I'm not sure why.
I can't hear the last part. What did you say Quran says?
Quran chapter 39.
Quran chapter 39.
Verse 4.
Verse 4. What does it say?
Okay, it's saying there, if Allah had wanted to take himself a son, he could have choose anyone he wants out of those who he created.
I think there is a problem in the video itself. The video itself is the audio is low. This is why Zakir Naik himself was not able to hear. Let me see if I can fix that. I have the audio here all the way to the end. So I think this is from the video itself. You have to increase the volume from your side. Sorry, what we can do,
Glory be to him.
I can't hear you.
Okay, maybe you could read it out for me.
Okay.
Quran chapter 39 verse 4.
Verse 4, yes?
So, will you read it?
Yes.
I want you to read it.
You want to read?
You said you can't hear me, so maybe you should read it.
Yes.
Okay. Quran chapter 39 verse 4. If Allah had wanted to take himself a son or have a son, he could have choose anyone he wanted out of those whom he created. Glory be to him that he should have a son. Now, that's my beginning. From this Quranic verse, it is clear that Allah could choose to have a son.
Ah, okay. I'll give the reply. That's the question?
No, that's not my question. That's the
What's your question? Tell me.
This is
you are misinterpreting the Quran. What's the question? Tell me, I will tell you.
Okay. So
this verse doesn't mean Allah can choose. I will tell you.
Okay, good.
You ask your question, I will listen. What's your question?
There are many Quranic verses I want to use to build up the question so that you can answer it clearly.
What's your question?
Good. The question is, can Allah have a son? And when we look at what the Quran itself is saying, the first one is that it's saying that if Allah wants to have a son, he can decide to have a son. That is number one. Number two is now that it said that in Quran chapter 6, verse 101, 101, Quran chapter 6, verse 101, he said, he is the originator of heavens and earth. How could he have a child when he had no mate? He created all things and had perfect knowledge of everything. Now, Quran, I don't know if I should continue. Should I continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What's the question?
Yes. Quran chapter 6, verse 101 is saying that if Allah chooses to have a wife, who is going to be the partner? Because he doesn't have a partner. But Quran chapter 19, Surah Al-Imran, ayah 2021. The same thing is a question that Miriam, asks the angel, who actually came from verse 17. Allah shows that he came in the appearance of a man in all respect, and dialogue with him and tell him that you have a son. And he said, how can I have a son without knowing anybody?
I got your question.
So she was able to have a son without an husband. So in Quran chapter 6, verse 101, that is also possible by Allah, because Allah said whatever he likes to see.
I got your question.
Good. So, and to continue with that.
Your first verse was which? The first Quranic verse was which?
Sir?
The first Quranic verse.
Yes, I've not finished the first one.
No, what was the reference?
The reference, Quran chapter, the first one. Quran chapter 39, verse 4.
Okay, fine, I got it. The brother has quoted two verses. Surah Zumur chapter 39, verse number 4, and Surah Anam chapter 6, verse number 101. And Surah Zumur chapter 39, verse number 4 says, if Allah had intended to take a son, he could have chosen from what he creates, whatever he willed. Exhausted is he is Allah the one and prevailing. Now the brother is asking a question. This means if Allah wants, he can take a son. And similar in Surah Anam chapter 6, verse 101. So brother is saying that Allah can take a son if he wishes. That's the question.
Okay.
But the verse is very clear. If.
Yes.
But it does not. It is not befitting for Allah to have a son. Complete the full verse. If you read this context, it says in the first.
And here we need to ask, how stupid the author of the Quran. What will happen to Allah if he have a son? He will not be God no more? And what kind of God he think it doesn't befit him? You see, when I say it doesn't befit me to be a rapist, okay, I understand, this is against ethic. It doesn't befit me to be a liar. It doesn't befit me to be a double standard. So this is about the quality of ethic. And because now supposedly he is God, so what having a son will do to his majesty? What exactly the problem? Zakir Naik, he said, if, so what? If he like to have a son, he will have it from his creation. The if here is about who is going to be qualified. And here what you see in the stupid thing is, if it does not befit to Allah to have a son, how Allah he say, if he want to have a son, he will have it from his creation? Why you choose the creation? What about your God? Can't you as God make a son, or let us say have a son by the son is born of you? Is that possible? Or Allah is limited when it's come to that? Is he limited? Obviously he is. And you will notice that Allah cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend, and we showed you the verses. in chapter 6 verse 101. So the limitation of Allah's ability proving to us that again that Allah cannot be God, because my God, he can have a son without having a girlfriend. The Messiah is the son of God before he was born from Mary, before even Mary was exist. Which means the existence of the Messiah have nothing to do with the existence of Mary. When the Messiah, he said, before Abraham I am, well, Abraham is the father of all the Jews. Before Abraham. Who is Abraham? Nobody. To the Messiah. And Abraham, he saw my day and he rejoiced for it. So the Messiah confirmed that he was witnessed by Abraham, and Abraham worshipped him. Here what we see is the opposite. We have a God, he cannot have a son, and he explained why. Who is the one explaining that Allah cannot have a son? Allah. What is the reason? How can he have a son without? So it's very obvious that Allah is a just, this is the logic of a man. This is an answer of a man. This is not an answer of someone he claimed to be God. God do not need a wife to have a son. Unless this God is the same as us, and he need to practice sexual act, and then have orgasm, and then this female, she will deliver a son after, you know, some time, because he put his seed in her. If this is the case, then why you call him God? God do not need ingredients to create something. Isn't it you Muslims say that Allah can create anything he wants from nothing? It turned to be Allah, he cannot create anything. You see, the ability of Adam and Eve is given to them from God, that they can have children, which means they can reproduce. But they are not really creating, they are reproducing. So God, he gave them the ability of reproducing, let us say recreation. But they are not creating from nothing. They are reproducing from what they have. The DNA of the man, the DNA of the woman, the egg of the women, the sperm, the semen of the man, both they come together, and you know, we have a creature who first of all are created by God. But the God of Muhammad, who his word written by Muhammad, obviously Muhammad, he is an ignorant. Even the Muslim, they agree that Muhammad, according to them, is illiterate. And I believe he's not illiterate about writing and reading. He is illiterate about religion. He is illiterate about logic. He is illiterate about intelligence. He have a very weak intelligence. So now Zakir Naik trying to explain. We will go back a little bit so we can catch up what he said, and we continue. And we will see how stupid the logic is when he's trying to refute this.
In the appearance of a man in all respects, and dialogue with him and tell him that you have a son. And he said, how can I have a son without knowing anybody?
I got your question.
So he was able to have she was able to have a son without an husband. So in Quran chapter 6 verse 101, that is also possible by Allah, because Allah said whatever he likes to say.
I got your question.
Good. So and to continue with that,
your first verse was which? The first Quranic verse was which?
Sir?
The first Quranic verse.
Yes, I've not finished the first one.
No, what was the reference?
The reference, Quran chapter, the first one. Quran chapter 39 verse 4.
Okay, fine, I got it. The brother has quoted two verses. Surah Zumur chapter 39 verse number 4, and Surah Anam chapter 6 verse number 101. And Surah Zumur chapter 39 verse number 4 says, if Allah had intended to take a son, he could have chosen from what he creates whatever he willed. Exhausted is he is Allah the one and prevailing. Now the brother is asking a question. This means if Allah wants, he can take a son. And similar in Surah Anam chapter 6 verse 101. So brother is saying that Allah can take a son if he wishes. That's the question.
Okay.
But the verse is very clear. If.
Yes.
But it does not. It is not befitting for Allah to have a son. Complete the full verse. If you read this context, it says in the first verse, unquestionably for Allah is the pure religion, and those who take protectors say, we only worship them who may bring us nearer to Allah. Allah will judge between concerning them. Indeed, Allah does not guide who is a liar and a disbeliever. Read in context. Don't read out of context. So Allah is saying these.
Look how stupid what Allah he said supposedly, Aka Muhammad. Allah don't guide who is a liar and he is a disbeliever. So Allah guide who? The one is a believer? I mean, do you see the stupidity? If Allah do not guide the one who is a liar or a disbeliever, then we will guide who? The one is guided already? Do you see the stupidity? Like, let me lead you to the way, but you are incorrect in the correct road. So Allah, he lead only those who they are in the right. That means he did not lead them. And here you see the stupidity of the Quran maker. Allah guide not those who they are misguided by him. And if we ask the Muslims, who is the one who misguided them, they will say Allah. So how they are liars? And how they are called liars? Don't use bad language, please, in the chat. Otherwise, we have to give you time or block you. No bad words. So they cannot answer. In the same time, if Allah want to take a son, that will not make him a son anyway. Do you see how stupid the logic? If Allah wanted to have a son, he will take a son from his creation, but that will not make him a son. Because obviously this is not his son. He take a son. You see? You cannot take a son. What do you mean you take a son? If this so-called son is one of many they are created, that means all of them, they can be qualified to be son of God. Correct? And that means the God of Islam, he could not comprehend that God's son, in order to be God's son, he should be holy, he should be godly, he should have the same feature of God. You see, when the Bible explains about Jesus, it tells us very simple words, that he emptied himself, he took the flesh, he humbled himself. So this is not how God is. He humbled himself in the flesh of a weak man. And the weakness of Jesus was amazing power. Like we know how he controlled nature, and how he make the blind see, and how he make the one who cannot walk. He make a command, and the command will be. And this is in his weak image. Let us say the humble image. So the God of Islam and the author of the stupid Quran, he missed the point that when we say God's son, that will not be a God's son if he is adopting a son. That is not son. For what Islam is talking about, adoption. And that is very stupid. It's in front of you. It says, if he desire to take a son for himself, he will surely choose. Surely, do you see the word surely? So this is his only option. He will surely choose those who he pleases from what he has created. Okay. But this is adoption. And adoption is not a son. Adopted son is not your son. Is your son in an ethical way. Let us say you are doing charity. You are doing an act of nobility. Like somebody is homeless, somebody is infant, poor, somebody have no parents, an orphan. So you adopt the child and you allow him to call you, but this is for us as a human. And here, I am a human, he is a human, still, he is not really my son. And we showed you that the Quran confirmed that. The Quran forbid adoption. The Quran forbid that Muslims, they will call themselves by the name of somebody else. You cannot call a person by the name of anyone except the name of his father. وَدْعُوهُمْ بِأَسْمَاءِ آبَائِهِمْ. Call them by the name of their fathers. So why Muhammad now suddenly talking about something is not valid? Talking about if Allah want to take a son, and he is saying, and he said, well, if I say to you, if, it doesn't make it is going to happen. If I say it, if you are right, then here you see that logic is awkward, because this is not about if he is right or is wrong. This is here about if I choose to have a son, he will be from those I am creating. And here we notice right away that the one who made this verse don't understand what the word son mean. You are not the son of somebody unless you are born of that person. And this is the teaching of the Quran. Suddenly the Muslims, they don't want to follow the Quran. Even Muhammad, he told them that in the day of judgment, everyone will be called by the name of his father, which means it's Zakir, the son of Muhammad, let us say. So the ignorance is to not understand that a son is only about, in Islam specifically to be born of those parents. Otherwise you are not the son of that person. And Islam refused adoption. And now Allah is speaking about adoption, which means he don't even understand. He is refuting what? And refuting who? We don't believe that God, he adopted Jesus. Like he went to the orphan, he found a person, his name is Jesus, he was a child, he say, hey Jesus, where's your parents? Oh, they die, I have no parents. Oh, okay, I will adopt you. This is not what the Christians believe. Even this is not what the Arab believe. Same time in other verses, the Quran says, if Allah wanted to have a son, he will take it from ourself. And what ourself will be? Actually, this is the biggest poo-poo maybe Muhammad he made in history, in his history, when he is speaking about God don't have a son. This is the biggest ever poo-poo. Because when Allah he speak about him, if you want to have a son, he will take a son from us. And then the Muslim, they say to us, Allah, if he wanted to take a son, he will take it from his creation. Are you with me? Either the son is from us, which means he is God, as nature, because us, you ask the Muslims, who is us? They say that Allah, he speak about himself. Why he is using us? They say this is about being majestic. But here he cannot be about himself only, because he will not take a partner from himself, and that will not work. You cannot take a partner which is a female and you call it us, unless you are saying to me you are one person, two gender, and then you decide to have sex with yourself, and now you decide to have a partner who is yourself. If we go to chapter 21, let us play the video of Zakir Naik, and we will continue with that.
People are liars and disbelievers. Then Allah says, if Allah had intended, that means Allah does not intend to take a son. It's a telling. So read the context. It says,
the Muslims are shouting and they are so excited. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. That means Allah did not intended to have a son. This is not the question if he intended or not. This is the stupid Quran. We get it. Allah did not intend to have a son. But why he is saying, if he want to take a son, he will take it from himself. Why he is saying, if I want to take a son, I will take it from our creation. If himself is not the creation.
unquestionably for Allah is the pure religion. Allah does not guide who is a liar and a disbeliever. Then the next verse starts. So don't quote out of context. Correct? If you quote in context, you come to know Allah is telling all those people who say Allah is a son, etc., they are liars. And then Allah says, if Allah had intended to take a son, he could have chosen from what he creates, whatever he willed. Exalted is he. That means he's far above having a son.
Okay.
So this, let me complete. You ask the question, now listen to my answer. Don't interrupt. Understand?
Yes, sir.
You don't understand the Quran. Here Allah is saying they are liars. So what you're doing, you're taking a verse from the Quran out of context and trying to misguide. In context it says that this is all nonsense. These people are liars. And even the next verse. So from here we come to know, if Allah wanted, he could have done. Allah is far superior than this. Then coming to your next verse of Surah Anam, chapter number 6, verse number 101. Verse number 101. It says, he is the originator of the heavens and the earth. How could he have a son when he does not have a companion?
Mm-hmm.
The Quran says, how can Allah have a son when he doesn't have a wife? Allah is giving the answer. How can Allah...
Allah is giving you the answer, brother. Brother Peter. Allah is giving you the answer. Look at this tongue and look at those teeth are gone. And look at this beard which is not growing after all the fertilizer. What kind of an answer this answer, you idiot? You just buried your God. How Allah can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? This is an answer of God? This idiot, he think that Allah now is refuting this Christian man. How he refuted him? Well, the answer is very simple, brother. How Allah can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Do you see how we refuted you, brother? Allah cannot have a son if he don't have a girlfriend. So now Allah, who don't have a girlfriend, he is giving us the answer. And what the answer? Well, because he don't, this one here, because he don't have a wife. Allah is giving you the answer. Hey Muslims, aren't you laughing at your stupid God? Are you serious? This is an answer? How even this can be an answer? This is not an answer of someone he can be God. This is an answer of someone he is a man like us. Because God do not need. Okay, how can Allah have a son without having a wife? Then how Allah can have anything created if he don't have a wife? You see, what we are questioning now, we are questioning the birth of a child. And this child obviously is a human. Because Allah speaking about what? He mentioned in Arabic the word sahiba, girlfriend. It's not even a wife. Sahiba mean a girlfriend. So when this idiot, he claimed that Allah is answering you, Allah is getting himself busted. For this is not God and cannot be God, for God do not need a wife. Isn't it you Muslim you claim? If Allah wanted something to happen, he say B is going to be. So why he need a wife suddenly? Isn't it you Muslim you say the Quran says, if this is a book made by other than Allah, you will find in it a lot of contradiction? Isn't it contradiction to say that Allah, if he want to have something, he say B, and now to say that Allah cannot have something by saying B? He need a wife? They cannot be work together. One of them is wrong. Screaming and shouting doesn't give an answer. This is a poo-poo.
If Allah wanted, he could have done Allah is far superior than this. Then
and here we need to ask the Muslims, what is far superior mean? Like, if Allah decide to have a son, who dare, if he is God, who dare to say to him, you are low? And they say to you, it's not be fit for him to take a partner. Well, the Christians, they have, the God of the Christian, he have a son and he is not a partner. We believe in one God. Can't your God, Allah, be 2 or 3 or 4, yet one in the same time? He cannot make it, huh? Do you see why we say, and we always laugh at Islam, and Islam cannot be godly and cannot be from God? I mean, those people, they speak about monotheism. Yet Allah, he says, if you want to take a son, he will take it from ourselves. Ourselves who? Who is ourselves? Muslim cannot answer the question. If you are taking a partner from yourself, ourself, using the word us, obviously you are not one. Number 2, you are just a human. Number 3, there are too many. He said us, which means 3 and more. If you go, sorry, I'm coughing. A Muslim, he might say to you, he is not answering the Christians in this answer. No, this is answering the Christians. You can go to chapter 19, verse number 88. It says that Allah, he said, that Allah, he had a son. Who? Later he explained that the Christians, they took Christ, and the Jews, they took a guy, his name Uzair, which no, we cannot even find such a name in the whole Old Testament, not even in the Talmud, the book of the devil. Muhammad, he heard false story, he put it in the Quran as usual. My Skype is open. If there is any Muhammadan, he think he is really, he can really explain his silly Quran. If you go to chapter 21, verse number 17, and we have We have it open for you, so you can read it with us. Had we intended to take a pastime between two bracket, E-I, I-I-E, a wife, or a son, etc. And I like here the word etc. Like, what is that? Cow, donkey, dog. We could surely have taken it from us. Do you see the word us? Here, the one who made the Quran, Muhammad, if it is him, if he exists as a person, he made the biggest poo-poo ever. And now the Muslim, they cannot say this us is about being majestic. If you notice with me here, you will see how many times the Quran is saying we, and even in the same verse. In the same verse, the Quran keeps saying we. You ask the Muslim, they say, Allah, he used the word we the same as a king when he used the word we. But that is a very stupid logic, because the king, he speaks in the name of himself and the nobles who elected him. In case you do not know, always the king, he speaks about himself as a king of the nobles who they gave him the authority to be their leader. So he say we, like we the queen, we the king. But here Allah is using a fake we. If Allah is one, so why he is using fake we? They say to you to make himself majestic. Well, that's mean it's more befitting to Allah to be more than one instead of being one, because they keep saying to us it's majestic. So Allah himself, he don't feel safe and secure by being a one person. He don't feel he is respected enough by calling himself I. So what he do? He go and he use a fake we. If the word we is going to make Allah more respected, how about having more than one? That will be more respected for real, because we is fake. If we ask any Abdul here now, when Allah he say we, is that because he is really many or he is one? They will say no, he's one. Okay, well, so why he call himself we? I mean, that is even stupid. Is he one or many? So as you see here, how can we? How can he? So Allah sometimes he speak about himself as he. Okay, who's talking? They say to you Allah. Okay. Why Allah he say he and then he say such is Allah your Lord? Why don't say I am Allah your Lord? If the God of the Christians, like the Muslims, they say, what is the Trinity in the book of the Jews in the Old Testament? We say that okay, God from the beginning, he says us, and that makes sense because there's a Trinity. I, us, all is real. If he say I, it's true. If he say us, it's true. But when Allah he say we, when Allah he say he, when Allah he says that is Allah is the creator, so who's talking? In the top of that, when the Quran speak about Allah, if you want to take a son, he will take it from us. Who is talking? And who is us? The fake us? So Zakir Naik is struggling to cover up the big poo-poo his prophet he made when he fabricated the Quran. If Allah, and here you notice about if, Zakir Naik, he keeps saying, he said to the Christian guy, he said to him, if I say to you, if you are truthful, doesn't mean you are truthful. But this is not the case here. It's not about truthful or not. He says, if Allah desire. That means it is possible to Allah to desire. And if he desire to take a son for himself, surely, look at the word surely. He didn't say maybe. Surely, he will surely choose from the one he pleased, from those he created. But how the one you created is going to be your son? The God of Islam, he do not know what son mean. And he is confused between adoption and having a real son. But because this is nothing but adoption. The one he created, from those he created, there is a lot of them. And one of them he will choose. He's one of them, not one of him. He is one of their kind, not one of his kind. So why this God is confused about what the son mean? And here, the stupid God of Islam, he is making it even more bigger poo-poo. This God, he cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend. So now the image is getting more clear to us that this God is miserably, cannot explain himself, cannot refute, and don't have the logic, and you don't even know what is the question. Because none of those who he is refuting, they claim that God has a wife and then they have a son. So what this is about? So not only he is questioning his ability, which is confirmed he cannot be God, not only he confirmed that he cannot have a son unless he have a partner, which is a female, which is a human. That's why it says sahiba. Not only he confirmed that he cannot be God and he cannot have a son without a woman, he confirmed that he cannot be the creator. And he confirmed that he lied, Aka Muhammad, when he said his God, if you want to say something or to make something happen, he say be is going to be. And when the Muslim, they keep saying, it's not befitting to Allah, that is the most stupid, silly thing. Why? Is that make him a fornicator? Is that make him a thief? Is that make him a criminal? I mean, God, he have a son. What is exactly the problem? If the king he have a son, he is not a king no more? Are you with me? If the king he have a son, his nation will not respect him no more? It's not befitting for the king to have a son. It's not befitting to obey the king no more. And we are talking about just a king. So what about God? Who is going to question God anyway? If God, he said, I want to have a son, and I have a son. This is the God who want to send you to hell or to heaven. And now you say to him, doesn't befit you. And look what happened. The logic is, it doesn't befit to Allah to have a son, but that make me believe that it doesn't befit to Allah to be God. Because the God who he think that it doesn't befit him to enter his creation cannot be God. The Muslim, they say, do you remember the video of Lili Dawa? He said he want to refute Trinity in 3 seconds, in 30 seconds. He says God cannot be dependent and he cannot enter his creation. If he enters his creation, he cannot be God. 2 days after, he says Allah entered his creation. What will happen to God if he enters his creation? He will not be God no more. This is how stupid, confused those Muhammadan. You know, to make it simple for you, I'm not going to use God. I'm going to use a material thing to explain to you something simple. When the sun comes from, the light comes from the sun. It's a light. Light is a physic. If the light go inside the swamp, and the swamp is so dirty, smells so bad. Focus with me. Let us make it more simple. Let us say we have a cup of water. I'm going to use the side of the page here to draw something for you. So let us say this is a cup of water, and let us make it blue. And this blue cup full of piss, not water. Piss. Ugly, disgusting piss. Smell all kind of smell you can imagine. Piss is nothing but a form of poop. It's a liquid poop. All right. And now we have the sun. And from the sun, there is arrows of light coming. I don't know if the yellow will appear to you, but I think it will. So the arrows of the light are coming, and they go through this very disgusting urine. Is the light going to be affected by the urine and will be disgusted and will be dirty? Or it is the opposite? The light will kill all the bacteria, will destroy all the smell, and is going to purify the water. How? Will make the water go as a steam up, and all the physical material will go down, and all the dirt, or let us say bad smell, because bad smell is coming from the bacteria who live inside in that liquid. All the bacteria will die. So if Allah is made of light, as the Muslim they say, the Quran says Allah is the light of the world, and here Allah, Muhammad, is copying what Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Muhammad, he called his God. Actually, Muhammad, he called himself, he claimed that Allah called him light too. He says, Sirajan Mudiyan. He is describing Muhammad as a light to the world, a lamp for the world. So Muhammad, he himself, he claimed to be God. But look how stupid this religion is. If God is light, and light enter his creation, is this God going to be affected by the creation, and he will become unclean, unholy, unrespected? So do you see why Islam is so stupid the second you question it? Do you see why Islam so stupid the second you know about it? You learn about it? It's so dummy. Somebody trying to call us, let us see. Look like he's a Muslim. We'll lower this Skype a little bit. It's so noisy. I will put his speaker up when he call, when he answer. I know he's not answering. Okay, let's do it again. Maybe let us try again. I know what happened. He's not answering. What happened? Hello? Yes, you are live on air with us. Are you a Muslim? Okay, Mr. Ahmed, how are you doing? Thank you very much. I'm fine. So, what do you think about our topic? Uh-huh.
The Quran or the Bible, because like I got your contact from a lady, like she contacted me on Facebook. She said, "You are Muslim. What do you think about so and so? What do you think about so and so?" I said like, okay, here is some link, like watch this video. I wrote a post about so and so, just like read it and let's discuss. She didn't even read it. She said, okay, like let's go, like contact that guy. I don't know who are you, like sorry. And she said, okay, contact him. He need like to discuss it with you. I don't know her and I don't know you and I don't need to convince you to believe anything. And I'm not representing Islam. Islam is way bigger than me, myself. But you got the point? Like, why you guys like calling random people? What if I am Christian and I said I am a Muslim and now I'm calling you and I claim I am a Muslim? And I just gonna say like shit about Islam.
Are you claiming to be a Muslim?
I am a Muslim, alhamdulillah.
Okay, so why you are saying the one who called us, he is a random and he is not even a Muslim and he claimed to be a Muslim? Here we go. You call me. I never heard of you.
She doesn't know me.
No problem, but you don't know her, and you did the same. You gave her links. You gave her links to refute her, right? So she asked you, okay, go speak to this guy. Obviously, if you know your religion, talk to him. You know, go live without posting links and posting videos to each other. Let us have a discussion. And why you are angry, my friend? You can call me. You know, I did not force you to call me. Did I force you?
Angry.
No, you are angry, like, and you are accusing us. You are accusing us that we are calling random. What random mean? Give me your sheikh. Do you have a sheikh? Let him join us. Go ahead.
What is sheikh?
Sheikh, your imam, the leader of the mosque, the one who you claim he can answer us. Islam, we believe Islam is invalid. We believe Islam is a pagan. And Islam, you say Islam is big. Islam is so small. The Kaaba is not even 6 meters high, and Adam was 60 meters tall. So how Adam? Why the Kaaba is so small? And
why we care about Kaaba? Kaaba is just a piece of rock. We don't care about it. Like it's just like representing.
Why your prophet kissed the black stone if the Kaaba is nothing for you?
No, it's not like that. I mean, like it's a stone. You should know it's a stone.
I know it's a stone. I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you.
You got what I mean?
This is why I'm asking you. Why your prophet? As long it's a stone, and you Muslim, you claim that you are not pagan. Why your prophet he kiss a stone?
Like you can do whatever. I didn't see him. I don't know if he kissed or he didn't.
The very authentic hadith, hadith report that your prophet he kissed the stone.
I'm not gonna worry about hadith now. Let's talk about Quran first.
Okay.
And then like let me know where it's written in the Quran that the prophet kissed the rock or whatever. It doesn't.
So are you a Quran? Are you a Quran only?
Not a Quran only or Hadith only.
Okay, so you know, Ahmad. You see, let us speak as adult. You know that Muslims, they follow a religion. Most of it is not even in the Quran. And now you are saying to me, show me if it's in the Quran so I can follow it. Well, here we go. There is a muta in the Quran. The muta is in the Quran.
Where is the muta in the Quran?
Chapter 4, verse number 24. Do you practice muta? Are you there? Hello? What happened?
I don't know. Like I hear you now.
Okay. I'm saying chapter 4, verse number 24.
Okay, let me find it.
Okay.
Chapter 4, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I found it. Bismillah.
Okay.
والمحصنات من النساء إلا ما ملكت أيمانكم كتب الله عليكم وأحل لكم وراء ذلك إن تبتغوا بأموالكم محصنين غير مسافرين.
Okay, sound good. Glad that you know Arabic. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I speak Arabic, alhamdulillah.
That's good. Not like me.
Yeah, but like it's like a whole context. Like you can't just take an ayah out of context.
Okay, give me the context.
To read the whole
give me the context.
chapter.
Okay, give me the context.
That's why I'm telling you, you reach like the wrong person. Like if I wanna read the context, let me like try to read it like more. Like let's go to the previous ayah and see what it says.
We'll go to the previous area. Go to the 10 ayah before it. Who cares?
Like even in Arabic, I didn't see like the word like mota. Like there is no mota. Like
there is. You claim you speak Arabic, and there is. It says istamtatum bihi. Istamtatum. There is. It's istamta. There is. Istamtatum is a word mean muta. I speak Arabic better than you. Don't tell me it's not there.
Okay, hold on for a sec. فما استمتعتم به منهم فأتوهن أجورهن. استمتعتم. Yes, yeah, it means mota, but like it's not a marriage for.
A second ago, you were like, confirming that there is no mota. A second like, after.
I mean like the marriage, a mota marriage. Like it doesn't say like marriage for mota. Like it's like istamtatum, like it's out of pleasure. If you marry,
open any interpretation.
Like, you're gonna have a pleasure.
You can open.
It's not only
my friend.
Like.
You can open any interpretation and you will see you are giving me now a taqiyya answer, which means you are not being honest. Any interpretation, Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Al-Jalalain, you will see this is about paying women money for sex for very short period of time. So a man and a woman, your prophet, he says, if a man and a woman, they agree to do ishra, not marriage, ishra, which means sleep together for 3 days, 3 nights, they can extend. So this is about paying money for sex. This is why it's called muta. Muta means sexual pleasure. So this is about sex, and this is about prostitution. You pay a woman, like what a man he do when he go to a hooker. He go and he pay her, okay, I will pay you $10. How long you stay with me? She say half hour. Okay, half hour. So when the time is up, the contract is up. And you Muslim, you call this marriage? How this can be from God?
No, this is not marriage in Islam. That's why you have a message.
Okay, you can open. Okay, do you want?
No.
Do you want me to open?
Like you take something out of context and you claim this is Islam.
Let us see. Let us see if this is out of context. Okay, can we read? Can we read the interpretation? Because I don't want to waste your time and my time. You know, you say something, I say something. We have the Muslim scholars. What do you think? Do the Muslim scholars agree with you or with me? Obviously, the Muslim scholars, all of them, with no exception, agree with me. You can open Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Al-Jalalain, and you will see that all of them, they agree that this is about muta. You pay a woman for certain amount of time, an exchange of money for sex. And you are saying to me, this is not about what you say? Why you are making things up? Which interpretation you want me to show you? Do you want Ibn Kathir? Do you want Ibn Abbas? Do you want Al-Jalalain? Do you want Al-Qurtubi? Hello? Is using the internet of the neighbors. Hello? I know what happened with him. See how they, you know, in the beginning he thought I don't speak Arabic. Because I said to him, oh, your Arabic is really good, not like mine. So in the beginning, he denied that this is exist. And he said the word muta is not even exist there. And then when I confront him, he hang up. This is religion. Muslim women, they wear hijab, but they are for sale. Prove me wrong. All right.
I don't know if you hung up or it's from
No,
me,
I did
but
not.
I didn't.
It's okay. Maybe you lost.
No,
Maybe,
I didn't.
Maybe your connection is bad. It's okay.
Okay, I was just telling you, like, it's important if you're looking for the truth, you should, like, first say if there is a creator for the universe or there is no creator. There is a creator or just a random universe. First of all, this is a simple question. If there is a creator, now
how many creators there is according to Muslims? How many?
No, let's assume there is a creator or there is not.
No,
now,
I am my friend. I am not. I am not an atheist. I am not. I'm not an atheist. I don't want you to waste your time, my friend.
Please let me continue.
I am not an atheist. I am not an atheist. So why you are telling me if there's a creator or not? We believe we have a creator. I believe in creator. So you are wasting your time because I'm not an atheist. This is something you can say to an atheist. So I am a believer. I'm a Christian. I believe that God created everything. So I'm asking you now. You mentioned the word creator. How many creators you have?
Who's God?
My God.
Who's your God? Why you claim like your God is different than my God?
Because your God cannot create. The Quran confirmed that there is many creators. So you cannot be. You cannot be a person who believes in we believe that there is only one God. We believe there's only one God and there's only one creator. How many creators do Muslims have? How many creators you Muslims have? Hello? You notice here he keep changing topic, you know. When we spoke about the muta, he don't want to talk about it no more because it's embarrassing. Hello? They changed the topic in the speed of light. A second ago we were challenging about the muta if it exists or not. Right away he changed it to speak about creator. Let us talk about creator. But I don't know what happened then. Let me hang up on him and call him back.
Right. You have a bad connection somehow.
I don't know. For me, I think I have a good connection. But anyway, I ask you how many creators you have as a Muslim.
It should be only one.
So why the Quran says Allah the best of the creators?
Because like it's also like you have to go back to the Arabic like meaning of creator, because like that's why I said
what the creator means. A second ago we agreed there's only one creator. Suddenly now there's many meaning of creators.
Man.
Yeah, that's what you did. A second ago I asked you how many creators there is. It was so clear, it was one. Now, because there is many creators. What many creators? I mean, do you see how you Muslim, you jump like a ball from place to place? Either one creator, and we agree. Okay.
You know why I'm laughing?
Yeah.
Because like because like you put stuff together just to make like a story out of nothing. Because for example, if I create a mobile phone, I'm a creator of a mobile phone. If I create a car, I'm a creator of a car.
Well, okay, let me
creator. Listen, the word